Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian, and Selena is right now on the floor staring out the window, so we may or may not get to see her. Hello, welcome to my little corner of the internet of Flosstube. So I talk about cross-stitch, my cat, and life in general. So, welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. I always appreciate you guys. Alright, so first off, life updates. As you know, I did just have my birthday last week, which was really fun. I went out with the family for hibachi lunch, which is kind of my go-to for my birthday lunch. The place we used to go has weird hours now. I don't think they do lunch during the week anymore. So, it was not as good, but it was still good. I still appreciate it. I mean, it was still really fun. So, yeah. So that was fun. Can't think of anything else really going on. Let's see. Let me double check to make sure. Yes. So I will not be here next week. I'm traveling. So I don't think I'll really be stitching. I take it with me every year, but I don't know. I never really seem to end up doing any actual stitching. So we'll see on that one. Yeah, that's about all I can think of for any sort of news or life, or Selena's now wandering away. Okay, so I guess we're not gonna get Selena. This is probably going to be fairly short. I don't have a ton of stuff to show you. So we'll get right to that, I suppose. No FFOs, no new starts. No new starts. Because I had my birthday start. I'm showing my birthday start because I don't remember when I recorded last week, and I don't remember what I showed you guys about it. So, kind of new start-ish. But first off, the finish. I finally finished this damn thing. The cat was a bit of a pain in the ass. But there you go. The cat has been fed. Don't fall for her bullshit. This is going to be framed and put somewhere probably above the cat's food. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So, that is 1000% appropriate to Selena. So yeah. Glad I got that done. This was an unknown from my stash. Pretty sure 16 count. Yeah, I think that's a 16 count. This was a redo. I don't think I have... No, I did not keep the old one. I think I showed you guys the old one before, but I had gotten the meow done, and I think a little bit of the cat outline, and maybe a little bit of the words. Oh yeah, she's at the window right now, so she's not going anywhere. But yeah, so there was a bit done, but yeah, so that is done. That was some of the called fors, some not. Like I said, not the called for fabric. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And it will now be undone in a Vicky Stitch and Bug bag. And apparently my house is making weird creaky noises. Okay. I'm not sure if that picked up or not. Alright. Again, like I said, I'm going to show you this because I think I showed you guys, so this might not be new, and if it is, if it's not, I should say, I apologize. But I just want to make you absolutely sure. So, let me show you what it's going to be, if I can get my phone to work. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. This is Artcy's Rainbow Dragon, no background. There you go. Very, very pretty. So, this is my start. I do have the hashtag down below if you guys are going along with me. And, okay, that's a little tangled, but, oh, that's why, because it's in the freaking, there we go. Okay. So, Not much. Well, actually, I mean, it's 500 stitches. So, well, I'll show you kind of where this is. So this is kind of down here in this sort of area here-ish. Not, nope, nope, not by the eye, but more in the cheek to the neck. I think it's more this kind of particular, whoops, nope, not what I wanted to do. That's what you get for doing with phones. But yeah, this kind of bluish area right here, I think is where I am. So, let me show that to you one more time. So this is, yeah, this is the way up. Okay, good. So, the eye will kind of be up here, and then the neck will kind of go that way. The head will kind of will go like that. I believe I got that right. Did I? No, the head, yeah, the head will be over here, and then the neck will kind of go like that. So there you go. All right, I think I might have done that backwards. But yeah, anyway, that is 500 stitches. As you can tell, I'm not doing it by the boxes, so I'm getting no lines. I'm kind of color completing ish. So, you know, I'll take either an area that has that color, or I'll go to till it's till that color, till the string runs out. And so that's how I'm kind of doing it. Now, whether that's a good way to do it or not, I don't know. I mean, I have some full coverages, but none of which that I've done very much on. So I don't know whether long term that's going to be a good way to do it or not. We'll see, I guess. So, like I said, I just want to make sure that I don't get those lines that some people get when they do it by box, and I'm not. I don't think I have the patience to do it with all the diagonals and such that people do. So yeah, I'm doing it my own way and just kind of seeing how that works. So hopefully that'll do it. This is, oh, I know. Hold on, I have the thingy in here if I can find it. Who this bag is from. This is, of course, all the called fors. See if I can show you. It's a little dark, but yeah, I can kind of see all the colors in there. So, well, actually, hold on, I can do this. Yeah. So I put them on mini rings, and I put the mini rings on one big ring so that they're in order, like number order, and so it makes it a lot easier to find them, because I was getting very frustrated trying to find colors. Ah, there it is. And not knowing, you know, like I had so many rings that, you know, I was going through, and it was taking longer to find the colors than it was to stitch them. So this is Crab Shack Stitchery. There we go. So I believe that was on Etsy. So there you go. That is the bag, all the called for, and like I said, 18 count, easy grade. So there you go. That's that. I'll just put you over here for right now. Okay, the next one, I thought this was going to be a finish, but there are more stitches than I thought. So, and I don't have a picture for it, but I mean, you can kind of get the general idea of what's going on here. Oops, let me move this off here. So this is Reflections of London, and this is all I've got left up here. I say that, and yet I still think it's going to be more than 500 more stitches. I was hoping maybe I only had, you know, one, maybe two left, but I think I might have more stitches than I think. So, you know, I've got all the way over here, all the way over here, and then all this in between. Because what I did this time was this and this. Well, I should say this and then part of this. Like this part of it and up. So, and that was 500. And I'm thinking I have maybe two more of those. So I'm thinking this might actually take two more times to do it. I am going to get this done, and my hat is being funky. There we go. But yes, I will get this done. I was really hoping I'd get it finished. Not because I don't want to work on it. I've very much enjoyed it. But just, when you're so close to the finish, um, you kind of want to get there. So, yep. So that is another one that's close to a finish, but not quite there. I think that's probably the closest one I've got right now. I'm going to wait on you. The next one, which I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't start this before. I think I was kind of struggling with the colors because the picture is, I don't know what's going on with the picture. The picture is funky because it's not that color red. But this is Hands-On Design Surf Life. I want to say, excuse me, that I got this at Fire Poppies when it was still around. R.I.P. Fire Poppies. But I'm actually getting a good bit in there, and honestly, I might not have more than another 500 or so to go. So I have gotten finished, well, not finished, but I got some of that done, and then I did all of the outline of the car. So really all I've got is, there's supposed to be a bikini there. I was going to see if I could try to chart like some shorts instead, but I don't know. I may or may not. So I just need, I just need to do the white of the white and the, oh no, I did do the fringe already. Towel, and then the interior and the two. Oh, actually, you know what? I take it back. Never mind. There's a whole tree over there. I forgot. So no, it has more than I thought it did. I forgot. It's got another tree on the other side. Although, I mean, nah, I think it'll work with the other tree because it kind of feels like there's something missing over here. But yeah, so it's probably got another couple sessions, but it's getting there. So, and it's not a hard stitch, you know. So it was pretty easy to do. This is not the called for fabric. It's a. Do I have it with me? Hold on. Yes, it is. Falling on my hands. Color and Cotton Parthenon. So this is the March 2021 Fabric Club. So there we go. When I was in their Fabric Club, which is good. Again, I would still recommend it. I just have too much fabric, so that's the only reason that I stopped. Not that I had any problem with their fabric. The cut was a little on the smaller side than some other Fabric Clubs. But it's still pretty good. So that's Parthenon, 16 count. Some of the called fors. So like, what was called for? Some of them were called for, and some of them are going to be the called for but used for a different part of the pattern. Come on. So yeah, this one's a little bit weird, and some of them are just new. All right, let me do my little spin here. Hey, Beaner. Hey. Hi, Selena. What's up? Hello. Hello. All right. So there you go. The Beans has joined us. Yeah, she has tons of names. It's gone like from Selena to Selena to Selena Beaner to Beaner to Bean. I'm fairly certain still that she thinks her name is Hey, because I usually say like, Hey Selena, and so she hears the Hey first and she thinks it's her name. Is that how it goes, Selena? Ooh, we burned? Yeah. Alright. Anyways, so yeah, and that was also a stitch and button because my best friend has a beagle. So, well, he's a beagle mix. But anyway, yeah, so my beagle bag. Not the called for fabrics, some of the called for colors, and stitch and button bag. Okay, let me do this one first. So, there's a group called Full Coverage Fanatics, I believe, yeah, which I'm attempting to join, which I haven't checked today, so that I've probably been accepted. But they're doing I believe it's called Gridiron Challenge or something of that sort. So what they're doing is people are picking their favorite football team, and American football team, and they're stitching either for points, like 10 stitches a point, or for touchdowns or whatever. People do different things. So I am just going to be stupidly different, and I'm going to go for the other type of football. Um, I don't know whether I've said before that I am a fan of Arsenal, of the Premier League in the UK. Um, what we would call soccer, but everybody else calls football. Um, so what I'm doing is I started with the regular season first game. I'm gonna do 100 stitches for every goal. Um, they did beat Man U at Old Trafford at Manchester, which is not easy to do. That's not something we do very often, unfortunately. But so it was only 1-0, so I only had to do 100 stitches. So, and of course, I gotta do it on this one, duh. So this will get some stitches. So mostly the games are going to be either Saturday or Sunday, usually more Sunday. But there will also be Champions League games. So there will be some games during the middle of the week. And I am going to go ahead and do both Champions and Premier. So, anything that they do in the anything they do in the regular season. Sorry, my mind is blanking there. No matter what series it is that they're playing. So, 100 stitches isn't much. So all I did was just kind of fill in a little bit up here, kind of around the A. So this is all this empty space is going to be that gold again of the top of the A in the arsenal. So there you go. So it's actually a good bit done. I want to say, I wish unfortunately my fire is dead as usual, so I can't look it up. But I want to say I have 2,000-ish stitches in here, I believe. I want to say it's about 2,000-ish. I mean, there's a lot more to go. I think I want to say I'm like maybe 10%. This is not quite the bottom, but it's close to the bottom. But yeah, there's a lot more to go. So, oh hi, bye Selena. Got a little bit of Selena butt there. So this is a 18 count, I believe, white Ada. This is the called for colors. There's only 4 of them, I think. No, yeah, I think so. Red, red, gold, green, and white. So yeah, only 4 colors. I will show you. I had started. I had started it before, but I was just not enjoying it on the not charcoal, the like chalkboard color. It was just I never wanted to work on it, just because, you know, because of the fabric. I mean, the fabric was fine. I think it was that looks like that was a 14 count too. But yeah, just working on the dark fabric, I never wanted to do it. So I was like, well, I mean, either I'm not going to work on it, or I need to quit it, or I need to restart it. So I did restart it on the white. Worst comes to worst, I can always do a little bit of black stitching around the edges, just to kind of make it pop. But I don't think I'm gonna have to be honest. I think it'll be fine. I don't think that'll be a problem. All right. So the last one is the one I have started, but have not started last night. Have not got my 500 stitches on yet. Where is there it is. Okay. This is, wait, if I hold this up, you guys will know what it is. Well, you guys who have been here before. You old salty veterans here. So, this is Long Dog Samplers, You Belong to Me, the Egyptian sampler that that Jules did, which I just love. because for anybody who's new, I used to live overseas, and so we did a lot of traveling, and we were very close to Egypt. So a trip to Egypt, and my uncle at the time, well, I mean, he's still my uncle, but my uncle, while we lived there we go, that's a wording, actually lived in Cairo, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Cairo. He lived in Cairo because he worked for the government at the time. He's retired now. Because, I mean, we're talking about this is early 80s, early to mid 80s. So, yeah, I know. I'm aging myself here. So, well, you guys I know how old I am because the birthday sale, but, so we could go over there, and so we did visit him a couple of times and saw the pyramids and did all that stuff. I wish I had been a little bit older to appreciate it a little bit more, but it's still really cool. All right, anyway, all that to say, oh, this is a Vicky Stitch and Bud bag. She is doing the same um pattern, and she does have the same bag, so we're bag mates. That sounds weird. Don't take that the wrong way. Get your mind out of the gutter. Or maybe I'm the one who has the mind in the gutter and you weren't thinking about it. If so, I apologize. But anyway, so, what have I gotten? How many stitches am I at right now? Just out of sheer curiosity. 175. Okay. So, for 175 stitches, I have done, let's see, so I've gone up to the top of here, and I've done, do this. I did this whole little thing here. That whole shit, really. All right. Anyway, this whole little design here, and then a little bit more. I'm going back up. I'm in this area right here. Go back up to the top, and then so this particular pyramid is almost done. As you can tell, there's one in front of it, and then there is another pyramid over here. So I'm not done with the gold yet. Lord Almighty. Um, but I am almost done with this. Excuse me. I'm almost done with this page. I almost have a page finished. So, once I get to the next page, um, then what I can do is I can kind of alternate between some of the blue and some of the gold, because I've been dying to get back to some of that silk, because I have been, for months, I've been doing nothing but these pyramids, which are beautiful, don't get me wrong, and, I've been liking how they've came out, but, and the sulky is fine, I'm not, this is sulky and this is silk. This is silky? Anyway, it is, um, but yeah, so this is Silk's for You, I believe, Silk, the blue one, and then this is two strands over one, and then this is Sulky, which is one strand over one, and the coverage is the same. I mean, it really is. Both of them have excellent coverage, so there is absolutely no issues with coverage, Sulky coverage over one. This is a 16 count. I believe it's called Papyrus. It's one of the Fabric Flare. I tend to forget it, and then all of a sudden it like snaps in my head. Fabric Flare. So it is it's printed on this side, and then if you look at, I know my stitching on the back, it's just white, so you can see the difference between here and here, the printed and the white. There we go. And yeah, there's a little sneak peek of my back. It's not the worst back I've ever had, but it's not the best. There are places that, there have been issues, but overall, yeah, I'm not too disappointed with the way the back looks on that one, but not that it matters, because it's a back, only I'm going to ever see it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that thing when I'm done with it. I mean, I'd love to hang it up, but where? I mean, yeah, there's some room back there, but you can't really tell. That's high up. I mean, you can tell that's the top of our cabinets, and that's the top of a hutch. So, and you can see the roof there, so you can kind of see how tall it is. I think our roof goes from 10 to 20, so we're talking that's 13, 14 feet up, maybe. I'd have to guess. So, it'd still work. It'd have to be something big enough that you could see it. And that would work. Like, you couldn't do like a little Lizzie Kate or something. It would be lost up there. But if you had something larger, like um, uh, like a long dog or something of that sort, then I think you could get away with it. So, the only problem, of course, is going to be how to get up there because you've got all this stuff in the way, and that shit ain't moving. I'll tell you that right now. There is no way either of those two little thingies are going to be moved. There's too much stuff. Way too much stuff. I just noticed this the back of. There is a story. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's even ever noticed the fact that I have a little plush animal over here. That is the back of a monitor. Oh, there we go. I usually work back there. Was the dining room table, and now it's my workstation slash just kind of junk. But I have a friend of mine who uh, streams on Twitch, and that's his little avatar like thing, and so it's really cute. Um, but yeah, so it's a little dog or a wolf. I think he's a husky. I think maybe he's supposed to be a husky. Anyway, but whatever. So yeah, so if you've ever wondered why that's there, that's what it is. Got a little bit of Lego over here. You're getting a little tour. Gamecocks, some random wines, just a few of my plush. Those are all um, either Doctor Strange himself or other Doctor Strange characters. Like I've got like Wong and um, Rintra and the Ancient One and yeah. Anyway, but yeah, but anyway, so that's all Doctor Strange. This is mostly Sherlock stuff, but there's some other stuff. Um, that's Sherlock little figurines, and then what you can't see right underneath is more Lego stuff. Um, yeah, no, there's no way I'm gonna be able to move it so you can see them. All my space Legos. Well, um, one particular line of space Legos, I should say, and an AT-AT because AT-ATs go with Lego space, right? Okay, anyway, enjoy my little tour, I suppose. Um, I guess that's about it. I didn't really mean to pad that out, but it's squirrel. And oh, well, last thing. These right here are the plates, at least, from our set of wedding. Because, everybody gets a set of, I don't know, do you anymore? But back when we got married, at least, you still got a set of wedding plates and, silverware and such. So, yeah, they're really pretty. They kind of look like they're clay. I mean, they are china, but they kind of have that rustic sort of clay sort of look to them. And these are Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. So, there we go. Yeah, you can see some Mickey Mouse stuff, and there's some cross stitch stuff down there. Anyway, all right. So enough of that silly tour. Um, I guess that's about it. That's all I can think of. There is no haul this week. Let me double check. Hold on. I'm not lying, right? No. No, there is no haul this week. I had to think about it for a second. I mean, what is it? The end of August, I think. I know that I have ordered a few things from the that online market. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I think I had to cut it down. So and I don't know that they'll be in by the time I do the next video because it won't be next week, but the week after. I don't know how fast those are going to ship out. So there may be haul the next time I do a video. I don't know for sure. Um, we'll just have to see because I did order those from my LNS and love her to death. Um, sometimes, um, you know, sometimes it's not the quickest to get things in. My LNS. So, um, but yeah, that's fine. I have tons of shit. I am not worried about it. I am not concerned about it in the least. So I don't mean that in any sort of bad way. Um, because yeah, I'm looking over at my stuff and it's ridiculous. Um, all right. Anyway, I guess I've been rambling on for a little too long here. So if you could please go ahead and like and subscribe, comment. I swear I am reading all the comments. I'm been really bad about responding to them, but I am reading them, I promise. Um, it just helps engagement. Again, I don't get paid for this, so all it is just for engagement. So YouTube knows that people are watching me. Um, I do have a Ko-fi. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, let's see. Can I open this up fast enough? I knew there was gonna be a beep. Sorry. Um, Oh, I do not have it. I'm so sorry. I did not make a note. Somebody sent me a Ko-fi, and I'm so sorry. I forgot who it was. I will go back and find you. But to the person who sent me a Ko-fi, thank you very much. It was always appreciated. Um, oh, I threw it away, but I did get a Starbucks last night. So, um, so yeah. But yeah. So if you want to do that, obviously no pressure. Just if you want to say hey, grab me a coffee because I do like my Starbucks. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it. All right, so I have rambled on enough. I think I've actually said that before. I will not see you guys next week, so I may or may not have a lot to show you in 2 weeks. We will see. So it may be a long one. It may not be a long one at all. It's either going to be really short or really long, I have a feeling. So we'll see where that goes. All right. So I guess I will, from me and from wherever Selena is, I have no idea where she went. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.